Hello, my friends. This is the first time in a while that I started the live without taking a drink of my coffee as like I click over to the live because there's like a countdown, and I always think I can like steal a drink of coffee as we're going down, and so it always catches me doing this. I need some kind of cheeky message on the bottom of my cup so I can be like, you know what I'm saying? hmm Anyway, my name is Cody Siengdahl. If you didn't know already, I'm the author of five novels. I'm writing my sixth one right now. I'm about 25,000 words into it. I'm actually really excited about it. My writing pace for the most recent one is the quickest I believe I've had so far because I had a good plan. Anyway, what we're talking about today is running a 99 cent Kindle special on KDP. And if you don't know what any of those things are, well, for those of us who are published through Amazon, or I don't know if you necessarily have to be published through them, but you have to be signed up for to be exclusive with KDP. So Amazon has a program called KDP, which stands for I don't know. Let's see, Kindle KD something. Who cares? Um, and the way that works is and I did my homework when I first wrote my first book and decided, and a couple things I learned was I did not want to sit around and wait to find an agent and then have that agent to find a publisher. That was the way to go, the only way to go for a very long time. And now you can basically walk around the gatekeepers and publish directly through KDP. You still have to put out a quality product. They're not going to, if you have a manuscript that's just full of typos and it's junk, there it gets rejected. So there is quality control. However, you can do things like I just did. Like if you're going, I write historical novels, and most of the historical novels that are commercially published through big publishers, they have to be either, as say it with me, Vikings, Nazis, or Romans, right? So I can write a book, which I just did about the Austro-Prussian War, and publish it and see, and I'm free to compete with the market and to see how well that would do. And the thing is I understand. I'm not putting down the commercial publishers. It's just that there's a lot more overhead for them, so they have to put out books that are going to succeed, and they know that like I'm going to do it in chronological order now. Romans, Vikings, and Nazis are always going to sell. So if you want to be commercially published, you might want to write one of those. I don't, but that's fine. So anyway, KDP. What happens is, and this is only when like on Amazon, I have books that are all my books come in Kindle versions, which is ebook, audio versions, which I think falls under the same umbrella, but I'm not quite sure because I'm part of the beta program, and paperbacks and hardcovers. Now, the paperbacks and hardcovers uh, don't matter when it comes to the KDP contract. So, for example, I not only sell paperbacks and hardcovers through Amazon, but I'm also able to buy from Amazon author copies at cost. So I don't think they're making any profit after that. I just have to pay for the shipping, and then I can stock bookstores myself or sell them directly. Which, for example, I just did. Somebody contacted me through social media and asked if asked how do I get a signed copy from you, and usually I say, well, same cost, same price as it is on Amazon plus $3 for shipping. I might go higher because it cost me $4.13 now to send my last book, so maybe I might bump it up. We'll see. I don't mind taking a bite a little bit on the shipping because I make my profit margin is a little bigger when I sell the books myself. And you may ask, well, why don't you just do that then? Why don't you just sell your books yourself? And some people do. Uh, I don't want to work that hard. The amount of volume that I would have to sell on my own would be so much that I would have to I'd have to be constantly shipping books. I mean, I probably would have to like hire staff to do nothing but order. What do you call it? For order fulfillment. So I keep it on the down low. I am always happy to put a book in someone's hand if someone comes to me directly and says I would like to buy a book directly from you. If you're in the area, I live in Middle Tennessee. I'll tip. I have no problems coming out and meeting you as long as it's not too far of a drive for me. Um, if you live in the United States, as long as you don't mind paying, well, I mean, frankly, anywhere in the world, but it's so expensive to ship outside of the United States, it's hardly worth it just to have me scribble on your book with some pen. But if you, for example, if you live in the UK or Australia or Brazil or anywhere else, and you want a signed copy from me, I'd be happy to do it, so long as you don't mind paying for the shipping and dealing with the headaches of international shipping, which can be quite troublesome. So we're talking about here today is the Kindle books, the ebooks, and I signed it. I have an exclusive contract with Amazon for every single one of my books independently. So I have 7 books altogether. I have 7 contracts with Amazon and KDP, and that those contracts renew every 90 days automatically, and it's an exclusivity contract. So basically, I am not allowed to sell ebooks through my own website, for example, because some people do that, or through iTunes, or through Barnes and Noble, or through there's some other people that are selling ebooks, or ways you can buy ebooks. Now you would say, well, why would you do that? Why would you go exclusive with Amazon? Well, it's because Amazon, and there are some people that they call go wide, meaning their books are available on multiple platforms. Now, the print books are, because I have what's called expanded distribution. So if you're in the United States or in the UK, those are the only places that it works, and you don't want to buy a book from me, a print book or a a paperback or a hardcover, and you want to get it from Waterstones, or you want to get it from Barnes Noble, or you want to get it from Parnassus, which is an independent bookseller. Let's say you have an independent bookseller in town and you want to give that person your business. Go in there and say, I want to buy Cody Engdahl's Rampage on the River, or the book we're talking about today, Perils of Perryville, and they'll order it for you. And I'll even get some of the royalty. I don't make nearly as much, but I'm happy if you want to buy it through your independent bookseller and you still want to buy my book. There's a way to do it. But when it comes to digital books, I'm exclusive. You can only get my digital books through Amazon. And the reason why I do that is because the main reason is because Amazon controls, I'm not exaggerating, like 90% of the market when it comes to digital books. And so it is not worth it to me, the hassle and the headaches, to go wide to have my ebooks available across the board when I got 90% of the world covered through Amazon. And quite like for example, I live in Nashville, Tennessee, which is the United States. There are months where I make more money through more money in the UK than I do here at home. I'm very grateful for that. The other benefits from being exclusive is I'm part of the Kindle Unlimited program. So like that means it's kind of like Netflix. So imagine you pay a monthly fee, and for that monthly fee, you're just like Netflix. You pay a monthly fee, and you can watch whatever you want that's in their catalog. Well, it's the same thing with Kindle Unlimited. You pay a monthly fee. I don't know what it is, and you can read any book that's part of it. All my books are on Kindle Unlimited. And I basically get, I think, a little less than half a penny a page. And some months, that's like a third of my income comes from that. So it do I do I make as much money as if somebody had bought the book outright? No. But those people that are reading it on Kindle Unlimited would not have bought the book anyway, because they pay that money to read on Kindle Unlimited. So they're not going to go outside of that. It's just kind of like Laura and me. We're not going to rent the movie if we can watch something else on Netflix, which she has a Netflix account, or I think I think it's just that and Xfinity. So if it's on Netflix, we're going to watch it. If it's not, like, for example, I kind of like Star Wars, although I don't like the Disney Star Wars stuff, but I do want to see The Mandalorian. But I'm not going to, but since it's not on Netflix, I'm not going to watch it. If it were on Netflix, yeah, I'd give it a shot. Same principle. Okay, don't get me started about Star Wars, because I'll start going off here. So there are some other benefits. So that's one of them. Kindle Unlimited, like I said, I make maybe a third of my revenues on some months, probably across the board. I know that, like, digital sales with Kindle Unlimited or Kindle books. So just so you understand what I'm talking about, you can purchase one of my books and you own it for life. And those are my ebook sales, or my Kindle sales. Then you can also borrow my books through Kindle Unlimited if you're part of that program, and it's like streaming a movie, where, like, you can read it, and then when you're done, it's no longer on your Kindle when you're finished, and you can read it for as long as you want to, but you don't own the book. Does that make any sense to you? So the other thing is that every 90 days, I have a choice of two different kind of promotions I can do. One is free for 5 days, and that's global. So the only two books that I do free are The American Civil War Was About Slavery, which is a nonfiction book, and the other one is How to Write, Publish, and Market Your Novel, which is also nonfiction. I give those away for free for 5 days across the world every 90 days. Whenever my contract renews, I go in there and I set up that promotion. The other promotion is a countdown promotion. Now, why they call it a countdown promotion is because you can do it where it's like, let's say your book is, like, for example, let's talk about The Prussian Prince. My latest book is $4.99. I can do a countdown where, like, it's 7 days, and you can do two of them. You can do one in the U.S. and one in the UK. You can run them concurrently at the same time. Concurrently is a fancy word for at the same time, or you can run them at different times. You don't have to run them all 7 days at once. But frankly, just to make it simple, like, let's say you're doing it in the US, you can run it for 7 days, where, like, for 2 days, it's 99 cents. And then for the next 2 days, it's $1.99. And the next 2 days, you can have it incrementally go back up. I don't understand the value of that. I'm sure there are people smarter than me that are teaching about marketing and will tell you why doing the actual countdown does. I guess there's like a FOMO thing, but I don't want people to be like, oh, shoot, if I would have got this yesterday, I could have got it for 99 cents instead of $1.99. So I just do 99 cents for the whole week. That's how I do it. And then, but the thing is, and I think, I think if your readers are out there looking for 99 cents or things on specials, I think there's a way for them to search for that. But it's still, you're hoping for the algorithm to work. And by the way, the more books you sell, the higher your algorithm is, the better your algorithm is. So if your book is selling quite a bit, then Amazon is going to show it to more and more people, right? But you can't just rely on Amazon or people finding your book when it is at 99 cents. And let's talk about the 99 cents. Why would you do 99 cents? Well, I still make 70% of that on royalties, which is good. But the reason why you do 99 cents is because my goal is, I make a lot less money if someone buys my book for 99 cents instead of, like, the full price. My goal is that they don't just buy one book. They buy whatever book is on 99 cents, and they like it so much they come back and maybe they're willing to pay full price for the other books. And that has happened. And I'll tell you something else. One of the gurus that I follow and listen to a lot, who talks about book marketing, will say, don't spend any money or time advertising your interior. If you have a series, concentrate on book one, because no one's, if you spend money on the other books, people are going to look at that, but then they're not going to want to buy it because they want to buy, you want them to buy book one and then hopefully hope they read through that. I think that's good general advice. I do, but I think that's not always the best advice for every single person. So one of the things that I have found with interior books is that sometimes if I take book one, I put it on 99-cent promo. Yeah, hopefully people will buy it and then they'll read through the series. But I have found that sometimes if I put one of the interior books on special, and people click on it and say, oh, 99 cents. Oh, but this is book 2 or 3 of the series. They might say, well, screw it. This looks pretty good. I'll buy the whole series. And I have found that in genre fiction, the genre I write is historical fiction, historical military fiction, historical action adventure fiction, that many of my readers read series. They don't want to just read a book. They want to find a new series that they can dive into that is going to keep them entertained for a while, because they tend to be voracious readers. So I found that if I promote, if I put one of my interior books, and I'll tell you, all the books, all the novels go on to 99 cents at some point. They do a week of 99 cents and then a week of 99 pence in the UK, every 90 days. So for those of you who are willing to listen to me, that's the secret. You can buy all my books for 99 cents if you time it, and you wait for when they go on special. If you want some help, one of the things that you can do, I started a new email list right down there in the description. You click on that, put in your email. I promise you I won't sell it to anybody. I'm not going to spam you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let you know when something's on 99 cents special. I'm going to let you know when I have something new coming out. If I'm going to be somewhere, or if I have any general news. I'm not going to be like, hey guys, it's springtime. What's your favorite spring? I'm not going to do that because I don't like that stuff either. So if you see an email, if you sign up for my email, you're going to get actionable news. You're going to either, I'm going to tell you that something new's coming out, something's on special, or I'm going to be appearing somewhere. I might do what's called proof of performance, where, like, for example, I did a talk, then I had a bunch of photos, and I shared them in that. If I have any kind of like real news, not just like, hey guys, we got a new cat. Here's the pictures. No, if you want that, you'll follow me on Facebook. By the way, while we're talking about that, please give me a like, subscribe. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's just that if I get enough subscriptions, the channel will be monetized. I'll make some money off of the YouTube, which is another income stream, hopefully. But that's not why I do it. What's all the other stuff I want to ask you? Oh, if you're interested, okay, we're going to talk about Rampage on the River. I'm sorry, Perils of Perryville. Right now through Saturday, April 21st, 2024, in the United States, 99 cents for that book. Just click that universal link that's in the description. It's going to be 99 pence in the UK the following week. So if this is, so if you're in the UK and you're watching this and you want to get that for 99 pence, there you go. Click on that. So let's talk about this. So I am going to share my screen. And the reason I wanted to talk to you about this is because when I first started doing this, I was, let's see. All right, good. Let me just make sure that's sharing, because it won't show me both screens the same. Oh, see, now I got to put it up here. Okay, bam. All right. So I'm not gonna be able to see the chat. So if anybody's chatting at me, I will read it when I come back and look at that screen. So if you're an author, this is kind of like your behind the scenes. The public doesn't see this, but we see this. And this is my bookshelf. I can click on sales reports. There's community where I can talk to other authors, and there's stuff setting up marketing. And then you can see the books I'm working on. The Perils of Perryville is at 99 cents right now. Here are my other books. Here is the latest that I'm working on right now. This is the book I'm writing. You can't see this anywhere because I haven't released it or even pre-orders, but I like to start the book behind, with a cover and all that, so that I can see it when I come here. So I don't know. It's just exciting to have it exist instead of waiting till when I'm ready to publish to start building the book in here. So you can only do this right now with your Kindle ebooks. There's no other way inside of Amazon to advertise your. Well, you can buy ads, but through this, the promotions are only work for the Kindle version. So I can come here, either these three dots here, or just click on this as well. Now I'm already running a promotion, so I can't set up a new one. But I've okay. Let me just make sure. I still don't know if I click on things. Yeah. Okay. Good. Excellent. So then what happens is I click on promote the book. I come down here and I see I can pick either a free book promotion or a Kindle countdown deal. The reason why I don't do free books for the novels is because it's a psychological thing. It's not because I'm greedy. It's because I have a bunch of novels that I downloaded for free that I haven't read and probably never will, because I think if you don't pay for it, you don't value it. But yet, if I pay $1 for it, which is still kind of nothing, I'm compelled to read it. So it's just a psychological thing. If people pay a little bit of money for it, and I don't want people to just download my book. I want them to read it, and I want them to read it, and I want them to read the next one. So this is where you do it. I can't click it now because I'm already running promotions, but you set them up. As you can see down here, I got this one. The one in the U.S. right here is running. It's running all the way until Monday midnight, which means basically Sunday night. It's in progress, and then the one in the UK is running. So that's how I set it up here, but I have to tell people about it. So couple things I did is, one is I started an email list, and right now I only have 12 people on my email list. So if you're on so to sign up for my email list, here's another thing I'm asking you to do. Go down below. My computer's frozen here. Let me see if okay, great. I just wanted to make sure that when I'm changing pages, it's following me. Okay. Shoot, did I already? Let's go my trash. So after I set up the promotion, and so by setting it up, and unfortunately I'm not able to do it right now because because it's already set up. But I'm setting up the parameters. I'm saying, okay, I just want it at 99 cents for the whole time. I set up like the days I want it to run, and usually I have it on my calendar, so I know when the contract renews. And so once contract renews, I set up the promotions. Usually you can't set it up for like the very next day. You usually have to have like 1 or 2 days from when the renewal of the contract to when you can run a promotion. But I do, and then I set it up, and then I put it on my calendar so I know when it's going to run. And I'm looking for something that I probably threw away. So let me. Sorry, my computer's being really slow. It's because I'm. Let's see, Angdal. Yeah, here we go. All right. So I'm not going to take you in right now into my. God, this is so slow. Okay, great. So I'm not going to take you into, and let me just make sure I'm showing this. Yes, great. Into my email platform. So I have my email, my personal email, which is codycangdell@gmail.com. But I had to create a professional version in order to do email marketing. So I had to get a what do you call it? A domain, which is angdellhouse.com. And then I had to get a professional email provider, and then I had to get a email service. It's very complicated. We won't get too far into it. I will tell you this. I'm reading Brian Cohen's book on email marketing. I'm almost done with it. I'll probably do that as my for my next live. Well, I'll review it and we'll talk a little bit about it. But just so you know, I'm my email service is MailerLite, which came recommended to me by several people. Brian Cohen's one of them. David Gogren's another. Matthew Harvey, a friend of mine, fellow author, he uses it. So, hey, if it's good enough for them, it's good enough for me. So the night before the promo started, I was in Florida. I was visiting my father who's ill, and I was down there taking care of him. I wrote this email here, and I was able to not only write it, but to schedule it because the promo wasn't going to start until midnight. So I wrote this, and I scheduled it to come out at 8 a.m. Central Time. And to go to my list. And I think I have about right now 12 people on my list. So please join my list so it's not so pathetic. I'm hoping to get about at least 100 people on that list by the time the French Fiasco comes out next year. And I'm hoping that comes out early next year. So I made this email. It's very easy to build them on MailerLite. This graphic right here is I built that on Canva, and so it's the line here is 99-cent special. The Perils of Perryville on Kindle. I want to be very specific so people know that this is Kindle. I led with 99 cents because I feel like that's going to get your eye. Like 99 cents. Ooh, what's 99 cents special? I lead with that. Instead of saying the Perils of Perryville on Kindle is now 99 cents, most people aren't even going to read that far. So I hit you in the face right away with the price point. 99 cents for a book is a great price, right? Am I right, people? And then here's like a sub header. U.S. only, and we're going to do a UK next week. Perils of Perryville is only 99 cents on Kindle through next Saturday, 4/21/24. I'm telling you right now, marketing is different from creative writing. And yes, there are some creative things to it, but you have to remember that what is more important, being artsy, or being clear in your communication. So the copywriting is different because you can break some grammar rules, and you want to be very concise because people are lazy and they're very quick. If you don't have their attention, they're going to move on to the next email. So that's why US only, Perils Perryville, only 99 cents Kindle through next Saturday. There's the date in case they get it delayed. Then here's this graphic I created. I built that on Canva. I can show you a little bit of that in a minute. And then down here, only 99 cents for Kindle version. And then a little bit more specification through Saturday, April 21st, 2024, US only. Please leave me a review and as many stars as you're willing to give up. I'd like to hear from you. Thank you. And then here's the button. And we'll test the button right now. If I click on that button, and I think if I understand how this works, does that follow the link here? It does. Okay, great. So when you click on the button, it takes you to, let me go back to where I was. It's really slow right now. I'm going to turn up my air conditioner because it's getting hot and I got a studio light. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. I'm right here. You can hear me. Just adjusting my air conditioner. Oh, it was off, man. No wonder. not the time for this to stop working. All right. Sorry about that. It's getting hot in the afternoon, so I'm turning the air conditioner. And so that link. Now I will tell you that if you're using MailerLite to build these emails, there's a function in there where you're able to mail a test to yourself that no one else gets. And I've heard many people tell me to do this, and I've done this. It's just a rule that you should have. You want to test it out. You want to test out that the links to make sure that when they click on that link, it's going to take them to that page. Okay. So I was able to send that out. So basically I set that up and then went on with my day. Monday morning, I got up at about 4:20 a.m. Eastern time. Then what I did is, okay, these haven't come out yet, but let's go back over here. And I don't know any better way of doing this, but once okay, this is being really slow. I'll show you this. This is my dashboard for MailerLite. So we can look at the result of that. So this went out at 8 o'clock. And I'll go back. I know I started a story and then I stopped, and I drive myself crazy. Wow, my computer really gets slow when I'm live streaming here. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna have to see how that looked like. And then I had a complete crash with my Mac. I think I'm asking it to do way too much. I'm very sorry if you're still here after all that. Thanks for sticking with me. All right. Let's see if there's we might have to do this without screen shares, just to keep me honest here. Let's do this. Share. All right, this is where I was, and then what I wanted to do, and this crashes again while I do this. Let me shut down some of this stuff here. You know what? Well, we'll try it. We'll see what happens here. Okay, so without doing a lot of screen shares, because I think that it's going to slow down everything and mumbling. Wow, am I even streaming right now? Okay, I am. All right. I think I'm gonna not try to open. Oh, there we go. There's the dashboard here. It's opening. So it's very slow right now because I think I'm asking too much out of my Wi-Fi to be streaming and to also be opening up things. So we can see here that wow, it's really slow. Okay. All right, hide that. And let's see if it'll be. Okay, so back what I was saying. So this went out Monday morning. So the promo kicked in at midnight Central Time on Monday, and then the email that we talked about went out at 8 o'clock in the morning. I only have 12 recipients. This is good. Last time I had last time I checked, I think I had only like a third of them opened it up. So that would have been like four people opened it. Now it looks like more have opened it. So almost half of them, probably about 5 have opened it now. Sometimes it takes a few days, so you want to keep, when you put out one of these emails. But you can see, I won't show you who's on my list, but I can even see which email accounts opened. I can even see that there's been some clicking. So let's see, that's probably maybe one person clicked on the link. So, this is, look at the crash report. Wow. So anyway, out of 12 people, I almost got, 50%. I mean, I got, let's say 40, we'll round to 42% open, and 8.33% clicked. I can't remember what the CTOR means, but basically that's only 12 recipients. Now imagine if I had 1,000 people on my list, then, those percentages, well, I don't know how much that would change, but you can see that's a little microcosm. All right, so that happened at 8 o'clock. So I set up that email the night before and set it on automatic so that while I was driving from basically Estero, Naples, Florida, back to Nashville, Tennessee, that went out automatically. And while I was driving, when I stopped at a truck stop or whatever, I checked my email because I'm also on my own list, and I saw that it didn't go out. So what else did I do? So when I woke up at 4:20 in the morning, I also knew there were other things I needed to do, and one was to go to my Amazon ads. Now I'm constantly running ads, as Brian Cohen will tell you. I'm constantly running ads for book one, because book one's the beginning of the what do you call it, the funnel. I have ads that I have built on Amazon for all my other books, but I don't always run them, and because it's not really worth it. But if I'm running something at 99 cents, I'll run it, because if they click on it, then they might say, oh, this is only 99 cents, I'll buy it. And they might say, well, this is 99 cents, but it's book 2 or book 3 of the series. So maybe I'll just go ahead and buy the whole series right now. And I'm telling you right now, I've had that happen quite a bit. So when I got up in the morning, I went to my portfolios, and I have all my Perils of Perryville ads in this. So I have a portfolio built for each one of my books, and inside each portfolio is a bunch of ads that I created. And so I was able to go in there and set the end date for next Saturday. So now these ads, look at all these ads I built. All these ads are going to run all the way to Saturday, and it looks like I haven't gotten any clicks. I mean, this is only the second day into it, but I have gotten impressions. So what's the difference? Impressions are how many times someone saw it, like it appeared on a page that somebody was looking at, and then clicks are how many times somebody clicked on it. So it looks like to me, reading this, is that I got so far 1,065 impressions. You don't pay for impressions on Amazon, only for clicks. So you can see here, like the Prussian Prince, 33 clicks for 52,151 impressions, and 27 clicks for 44,830 impressions. I actually turned off the Prussian Prince. I usually, before, my policy was to run ads constantly for book one and the latest book, and that seemed to be all right. But lately, my ads have really been serving, and I'm finding that my ads for the Prussian Prince are really hot, and that they're being shown a lot and getting a lot of clicks, because I think people are interested in the book. But at this point, that book is $4.99 because it's my latest one. And I think that a lot of people are clicking on the ad, and then they see that it's book 5, and they see that it's $4.99, and then they don't buy it. So I've gotten a lot of clicks, but not, basically what I'm saying is I haven't gotten the sales that justify the ads. So I turn those ads off for now. But in about 3 more months or 4 months, I'm letting the Prussian Prince go about 6 months from its launch to when I run the first 99-cent promotion. So I turned off all the Prussian Prince ads, but when I'm running a promotion on it, I will run ads to it. And I won't click to this because I'm not going to sit here and wait for it to load. But I have all this same stuff in the UK as well. So I have a whole set of ads for each of my books in the UK and in the US. So when I run the 99 pence version of this promo in the UK next week, I will be running the UK ads for that week to go with it. So basically, the way I'm running it right now is Amazon Rampage on the River is constantly having ads. Now, Brian Cohen's having another one of those author ad challenge where he teaches you how to make ads. I might get rid of all my old Amazon Rampage ads and redo them because I think things have changed since I originally made those ads. And Cohen's philosophy is run ads to your first book if you have a series, because you want people to get into the series, and then you only pay for that first click when they click on book one, and then the rest of the series, like at the end of book one, Rampage on River, there's hyperlinks to the next book. There's a list of all my books, so hopefully people read Rampage on the River and they go on and on and on. So I'll probably be redoing those this week, tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow is when. By the way, if you want to know how to sign up for Cohen's thing, just let me know and I'll send you the link. It's free. It's 5 days. He is. They're gonna. They do it for free. It's sanctioned by Amazon themselves. The payoff is that they try to get people to sign up for their year-long course, which kind of takes you further into this. And but you don't have to sign up for it. And they say you can keep taking this for free and never sign up, never pay us $1, and that's fine. I like to take it because things are constantly changing. I do realize I need to learn more though, because there is more to this once you get past the initial making the ads. And I find myself at that point, but I think I'm going to buy his book instead after I finish his email marketing book. So enough of that. So let's recap here. I set up the 99-cent promotion for one whole week in the US. I then set up an email to my email list and had that time to go out the morning of the first day. And as you can see, I not everybody opens up those emails right away. So I had some people open the email. The people on my list, some who got the email opened it yesterday. I'm finding that there's still some that opened it today. Hopefully by the end of the week, I'll have 100% open rate on that. Then what I did yesterday morning, or Monday, was it yesterday? Yeah, Monday morning. Yeah, Monday morning at like 5:30 in the morning, I turned on my Amazon ads. I turned on my, probably going to make everything crash by doing this. After I turned on my Amazon ads, I turned on my Meta ads. Now, Meta is different. Amazon will spend your money at a trickle. Facebook will spend your money really fast. So you have to be very focused with that. And so I have ads for all my books, but I don't run them. I only run them during specials or during launches. And I have an ad for that is just, I have an ad that's 99 cents in the US for Perils. And I have every one of them. I have a US and a UK one. So right now I'm running ads in the US for Perils. And you can see right now it's active. And I run it at $5 a day, and it absolutely spends all $5 every single day. Where like Amazon, you set it for $5 a day, and you're lucky if you spend $5 the whole month on the ad. Although that's beginning to change. But as you can see, this is still loading. But I'm running the Perils ad, which is active right now. I'm giving it 3 days. Because like I said, when you run ads on Facebook or Meta, which is Facebook and Instagram combined, it's determined to spend your money. And so you want to make sure that you're getting your money's worth. But this is really interesting. So I can see that I've gotten, in the 2 days I've been running it, I've gotten 44 clicks. I've reached 865 people. I've had 1,180 impressions. So that means, this is how many people, 865. This is how many impressions. So some of these people have seen my ads more than once. I will tell you this. I was wasting time scrolling through Instagram Reels, and my own ad popped up, which was pretty cool. So far, I've been paying 22 cents a click. That's pretty good. I've spent $9.68 so far. That's running those ads yesterday and today. Tomorrow, I'll be running them tomorrow. If by tomorrow I'm showing a lot of sales, and it's got to be more than just people buying the 99-cent book. And like I said, a lot of times if I run a promo on an interior book of the series, sometimes people will buy the whole thing. They'll do they'll buy the 99-cent book and they say, oh, this is book 2, but this series looks good, so I'm just going to buy the whole series. That's how I really make my money with this. That's the most immediate way. The other one is someone buys the book for 99 cents, which is hardly worth the the advertising effort. But if they like it, they'll come back and they'll buy the other books and stay with me for life. And they talk about this in marketing. It's I forgot the fancy word, but it's like lifelong. I can't remember, but it's a lifelong value of something. So for example, a customer, right? So the lifelong value of gaining a customer, of getting somebody to read Rampage on the River, which is my first book. If that person then reads The Perils of Perryville and Blood for Blood at Nashville and The Mexico I Love and The Prussian Prince, and then hopefully that person will buy the French Fiasco that is going to probably come out early 2025. And then after that, I'll start writing Black James, and hopefully that person. So what you want, I mean, and this is kind of true with most businesses, I don't want people to buy one book from me. I want people to buy books from me for the rest of their lives. So you want that lifelong value that you get. And sometimes that 34 cents you paid for that initial click, you're going to make all that back and more, because that person is going to continue to read your books from here on out. And that's one of the reasons why you want to get an email list, because it doesn't cost, well, I find that it does cost you some money to have a domain and an email service, but that's nominal. Outside of that, it doesn't cost you anything to send people emails that are interested in you and interested in your books, and want to know when you have something new coming out. Okay, so okay, Laura's gonna call me in a couple of minutes, so I'm gonna wrap this up real quick. Those are the main steps that I did. Then hang on a second. All right. Laura's going to call me, so I'm going to jump off here in a minute. But then what I did today is I took that ad and I shared it to my personal profile, my publishing business page, which is Engdahl House, and in my group, which is Engdahl House of Readers and Writers. And then I also shared it. I shared it in stories, and I also shared it to a group that is kind enough to allow me to post in there. It's called the Military Thriller Book Group or something like that. I posted it there. And, I might tweet it out tomorrow, the little things, but those are all the things. So you don't just run a 99-cent promotion. You got to also let people know. And so you let people know on your email list. You let people know by running Amazon ads, and you let people know by running Meta ads. So that's it. I'm reading Brian Cohen's email marketing book. I've been enjoying. I've learned a lot from it. There's a lot of things there. Not everything I'm prepared to do right now, but I'll probably have that finished. So when we do another live, probably next Sunday or Monday around there, we'll do that. I'm also reading an advanced copy of Matthew Harvey's The Dark Frontier. I'm going to be reviewing that soon. I'm about 40% through it. Once I hit the 50% mark, I'm a slow reader. I admit it. It takes about a month to read a novel. A lot of it is because I spend most of my time reading nonfiction research and writing and all that, but I still make myself read a little bit every day of other people's novels because I learn from it. And Matthew Harvey is awesome writer, someone I can definitely learn a lot from. But he invited me to read an advanced copy. So it's coming out, I think in June. I think July 4th. It's coming out July 4th, and but I got to read an advanced copy, and I'll be writing a 5-star review for him. And I mean, it's great work. If you, oh, there's Laura. Hang on a second. Hey, baby, I'm gonna actually just hang on one second. I'm just gonna sign out. Okay, I'm live. Okay, hang on. So that's it. And I love you guys. If there's authors out there that you like, make sure you give that author, even if it's me, 5-star reviews. We live by that, and keep reading. And I love you guys, and I will talk to you soon.